The National Summit 2020 would help on a massive scale, which would benefit the young minds in several ways. The summit would provide an opportunity for research interaction, privilege for young professional speakers, academicians, practitioners, and government officials for sharing their ideas pertaining the applications of psychology research and innovation. JAX Foundation is an international organization supported by BRICS International Forum and recognized by Government of India under the Indian Trust Act 1882. It is working for society for the welfare of young generation and promoting social or political change and play a critical role in developing society, improving communities, and promoting citizen participation. For fulfilling dreams of youngsters, JAX Foundation has joined hands with National Association of Psychological Science India. Perhaps this is an endeavor for the development, representation, and advancement of different areas of psychology science. The aim of the association is to promote, advance, and disseminate the interest of scientifically oriented psychology research and application for benefit of an individual and society concerned. This national summit will provide the platform for the scholarly exchange research in different areas of psychology disciplines. The main objectives of the summit are to provide a common platform for academicians, researchers, practitioners, and government officials to share their ideas pertaining to applications of psychology research and innovation. I'd like to invite Dr. Roshan Lal, President of National Association of Psychological Science, NAPS, and a partner of this summit to deliver some fruitful words. Dr. Roshan Lal, President of National Association of Psychological Science, is Assistant Professor of Psychology in Punjab University, Honorable Governor of Haryana's nominee for Executive Council, Honorable Member of International Society for Interpersonal Acceptance and Rejection. He is member of and life member of various editorial and advisory boards. He has organized many conferences, awarded Lifetime Achievement Award by World Emotional Literacy League USA in 2018. He has more than 20 years of research experience, have 38 research publications in national and international reviewed journals, and many are in pipeline. Over to you, sir.
For introducing me about this 2 days event you people are organizing, and it's the second day. I'm delighted to be the part of this mega event, and this 2-day event basically focusing on innovations in psychology and psychology summit, particularly the name innovation in psychology. And if I start from the innovation in psychology, I can say we use psychology, so think for psychology. Every layman is using the psychology. Every layman, irrespective of their education level, their economy level, their geographical level, their gender, whatever, every human being, we are using psychology. Here I am specifically referring psychology as a common sense. People defining psychology at various levels, but I am just explaining psychology in layman terms. The psychology is just like a common sense. Everyone having that. And the level of common sense varies from one to another. Psychology, they're only surviving when a human is surviving. They can be studying human behavior. When there is no human, psychology automatically collapses. Right? So psychology needs society and society needs psychology. So there is a vice versa relation between these two. They are interdependent.
Our plenary session 2 of today, and I would like to introduce our today's moderator of the session, Ms. Namita, who has completed her master's from Amity University, and she is Executive Director of JAX Foundation. So over to you, Namita.
It's my honor to be invited here. We are living in an era of ideas and creativity, and the innovation is the practice of these ideas in shaping a new product, process, or both. Ms. Aroma Modak, she is a psychologist and a coordination in research and training in Manav Zameen Foundation, and her today's topic is about mental well-being, a journey of mind.
Good afternoon to one and all. I convey my heartiest congratulations to Jack's Foundation and NAPS for successfully conducting this National Psychology Summit in this hour of crisis where mental health is at stake. So in accordance to the theme of the summit, I am presenting my viewpoints on the topic mental well-being, a journey of mind. Yesterday, while moderating the plenary session, we came across how World Health Organization defines mental health. So here also we can see how APA, that is American Psychological Association, states that mental health is a state of mind and it focuses on emotional well-being, good behavioral adjustment, relative freedom from anxiety and disabling symptoms, and a capacity to establish constructive relationships, cope with ordinary demands and stresses of life. This kind of an emotion tracker. As you can see, it's divided into days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and like that. So each day, how are you feeling? You can divide it in hours also.
Introduce our next speaker, Miss Sakshi Bansal, founder of the Leap India Socio-Cultural. Her topic is socio-cultural context in shaping human behavior, organizational psychology, development. Over to you, ma'am.
I was on mute. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. We are good. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. Thanks for introducing me, Namita. And I just want to say there will be some background noise because I'm cultural aspects. But then I come from an organizational psychology background. I obviously work as an organizational psychologist in India and in the UK. So it's a little bit different perspective for me. I know some of the speakers have spoken about how there is no governing body and how there is no, one body that can regulate us. I understand that. And I also want to say that there's a lot that we can do as psychologists and as budding psychologists. I think one such thing is obviously Jack's Foundation and what you are doing with the summit today. That includes the fact that we have partnered up with BRICS and you have partnered up with the health ministry. So you're putting psychology on the map of different organizations that obviously have a worldwide impact. Coming from that is my second point, which kind of comes from a personal experience. So I used to do a lot of economic study, law study, or jet engines, right? So I would study different kind of subjects while I was doing psychology. And that really gives you an edge when you're talking to somebody.
So now I introduced our next speaker, that is Dr. Hemananta Kumara. He is the assistant professor in psychology in Rewa University. His topic is about the importance of the life skills in the present context. Over to you, sir.
It's crime scene and investigation. Okay. Actually, I am working with the clinical psychology and the forensic psychology in the University of Jammu. So you know about the crime scene. Investigation is far over process searching and documenting notes like photos, sketches, and it's definitely over the grouping and protective proof. Once done right, crime scene investigation may be a slow, methodological, or maybe systematic or already method that involves photo calls and the process methodology. It is so much too vital within the overall investigatory methods for investigators to require shortcuts as the scene operating. I think all of you eyeglass. Second is the pad. There is thumb pad, ink pad. Next is the blow. This for air, and maybe any type of talcum powder. And one is magnifier glass. And this is the fingerprint pad. See this fingerprint pad. So
now I would like to introduce Dr. Hemant Kumara, who is the assistant professor of the psychology in the Rewa University. His topic is the importance of the life skills in the present context.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes,
good
sir.
afternoon. So sorry for the inconvenience. I couldn't find the microphone over there in my laptop before. So sorry for the interruption. So thank you for introducing Namita.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so Department of Psychology, Reva University, Bangalore. So today I'm going to talk about the importance of life skills in the present context. So right now we are many people are facing a lot of psychological issues. So because of COVID-19 and all other factors, there are a lot of factors which are influencing on human beings, and because of that, they are facing a lot of issues. So what is the importance of life skill in the present context? So there is much needed. So this is what we are lacking, in our young generation. So this is what I'm just focusing on, some of the few points over here. So some of the topics that I'm going to cover in this PPT is some of the characteristics of youth development, identify what are the life skills which they are needed, and explain the components of experiential learning model, and discuss the methods which help youth develop what are the different life skills and benefits of those life skills. So first, so what is the life skill? Before I move on to discussing about the life skills, so in a constantly changing environment, having life skills is an essential part of being able to meet the challenges and demands of everyday life. Managing and thinking, so where it talks about resiliency, keeping records, wise use of resources, planning or organizing, and goal setting, service learning, critical thinking, problem solving, decision making.
Presentation, I would like to ask one clarification that you might have seen the life skill given by WHO. So
yeah, that is. Yeah.
Just listen to my question, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
How, if you compare the WHO life skill and yours, and which one is better one, and how?
Introduce our next speaker, that is Dr. Shri Narendra. He is the founder and the chairman of MEP. His topic is just listening.
Let me thank the organizers for giving this opportunity to connect myself with the galaxy of scholars, researchers, and academicians. So I'm just going to speak a bit on a particular innovative counseling paradigm, because this the very purpose of this submit, I suppose, is innovation in psychology. So I thought I would, number one. Number two, counseling beyond words. Usually, because the moment when we start talking about counseling, we tend to make it very complex with so much of theories and unconscious, sometimes cognitivisms and a lot of underpinning theoretical foundation. So I just made it as so simple, innovative method, just listening. I will explain why I said it so. And I suppose we are the first people to develop a resilient, what is called a building kit for Indian youth. The process is already in the pipeline. Second one is we have started again a crisis text line, which again is a new thing as far as India is concerned, because we have got so many hotline calling system, but text line is the first time in India. Now the third thing is just listening. That's what we are going to discuss right now. With that, let me thank you. If you have got any questions or queries or criticisms and comments, most welcome. I shall be extremely happy to take that.
I would like you to introduce that is Dr. Bhupendra Singh, who is the Associate Professor of the Psychology and the member in the bench of Magistrate CWC, and Buland Shah. Your topic is about the mental health and the higher education, post-pandemic issues and the challenges.
Nutrition and food to heart. Dr. Hemanta also presented about life skills. Yeah, my screen is visible, Namita?
Yes, sir.
Happened. Nobody crackled a joke, but he was simply laughing, holding his belly. So I just asked him whether are you mad or something, Guruji? But he said simply, one day even I was very sad like you, my child. And the thing happened that enlightenment came to me. I got, this is, it is my choice, it is my life. And since that, every morning, this old mystic, Abdullah, he, before opening his eyes, he said to himself, Abdullah, what do you want? Misery or blissfulness? क्या चाहिए अब्दुल्ला? क्या तुम्हें कष्ट चाहिए, दुख चाहिए, या आनंद चाहिए, सच्चिदानंद चाहिए? आज के लिए तुम्हारे पास में क्या है? और हमेशा ये मान करके चलिए, it is that I always choose blissfulness. It is a choice. और जब हमारी समझ में ये चीज आ जाती है, if it is a matter of choice, तो who would choose misery and why? because it is very unnatural. इसको बताने के लिए एक छोटी सी कहावत है कि नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन को बताने के लिए इन अगेंस्ट वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन की चंद्रयान, लास्टली वी सेड आवर चंद्रयान टू इट्स ऑर्बिट, सैटेलाइट उसको भेजी थी, पूरा देश बैठ करके उसको देख रहा था। तो कोई शिक्षक शायद हजारों बार अपनी कक्षा में पहुंचा था। सम टीचर रीच्ड हिज क्लास a million of times. कोई पहुंचा होगा तभी जाकर के शायद ये चंद्रयान अपनी कक्षा में पहुंचा था। It was only because of the Chandrayaan reached this class. यही we are feeling miserable. We need to replace this neurotic misery with ordinary happiness. छोटी छोटी बातों के अंदर खुशी को ढूंढें।
I would like to introduce Mr. Tarun Pandey, who is a Therapeutic Software Private Limited. It is super changing the mental health economy ecosystem in India.
Give you a brief background. I represent a company called Therapy Software. We are a 12-year-old company. We started our operations in the US first, and then we came into India in 2017. Our focus has been to enable the mental health practitioners to offer better solutions and to do better management of the practices. So initially we started out with just a directory services called psychologyindia.com, and then we launched the practice management platform also. So just to give you a brief insight about what we are planning to do, like what we have heard from all the other speakers earlier on, is there's a tremendous amount of effort going on in the country and also globally in trying to address this issue. The principal issue that we have seen in India is the huge disparity between the number of patients and the number of service providers. I think the ratio is crazy, like it's in excess of 1:10,000 or something like that. So obviously there are multiple challenges there, and let me take you through our game plan and then we can discuss and answer. I personally feel that we need to do that because imposing of Western thoughts and Western processes on our problems will not create the solution that we're looking for. While all this is happening, we still need to take care of our patients. And we aim to build a bridge between these two entities as we go forward. I'm open to any questions and any more suggestions from your side.
I would like to introduce Mr. Vishal Goel, who is a psychologist and founder of the Talenty Fix.
Namaskar to all the respected dignitaries here and all the dear members, participants joining in us, and very heartily congratulations to the organizers. Let's say 2-3 years back in India, we were looking at the employee health just in terms of physical health, and this is about before 2-3 years. The focus was on health checkups and physical fitness sessions. Physical fitness, we mean like Zumba sessions, CrossFit sessions for employees. What we have seen in the last 2 years is the rising of mental well-being sessions, options which are related to mental health of employees, specifically, let's say counseling, meditation, yoga, mindfulness, art therapies, or laughter yoga, which are all related to the physical health and the mental health of the employee. These things to different topics happening for the employees at different times. This is the scenario that we are looking at employee wellness right now. The question is why they are organized. The question of why is realized more profoundly in the times of last 2-3 months in the organizations, when there has been a drastic shift in the way we work and in the way we think about the job satisfaction for employees.
So thank you so much, sir, about your kind and great words about the wellness of the employee as well as the mental well-being of the people, as well as the counseling and yoga and the laugh therapies that you have saying your words. I am so grateful that we will keep these points every time in our mind, that how we have to do the physical spaces and everything rising of the mental well-being. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Namita.
So now I introduce Mr. S.N. Ghosh, who is a professor of the HP University from Shimla. His topic is role of parents in the attitude foundation among the children. Invite Ms. Mohini Agarwal, who is the director of the Jax Healthcare Foundation, for the future proceedings. Thank you so much.
Now we would, first of all, thank you, Ms. Namita, for beautifully moderating the sessions and all the eminent speakers for delivering such knowledgeable and interesting talks. Now we will move towards our research paper presentation. And all the participants, please be ready with your presentations. First of all, I would like to invite our today's evaluators for this research presentation. Dr. Roshan Lal Sir, President of National Association of Psychological Science. Professor Dr. Kumud Bala, Advisor, Jax Foundation. Dr. Ram Meher, Associate Professor, Department of Education, USOL, Punjab University, Chandigarh. And all the Jax Board of Directors. To call first our first participant, Akshita from Amity University, Noida. Her title is Electrothemia and Internet Addiction Among Young Adults.
And I'm a PhD scholar from Amity University, ITES department. And my guide name is Professor Dr. Rupali Sharma, ITES department, Amity University, Noida. And she helped me with my research paper. And she's the backbone of my research paper. So yes, so my title is Electrothemia and Internet Addiction Among Young Adults. So abstract states that the study aims to investigate electrothemia and internet addiction among young adults. The hypothesis states that there would be a significant relationship among electrothemia and internet addiction among young adults. Also, there would be a significant difference on the level of electrothemia among males and female young adults. Initially, I took 170 sample of 18 to 25 years, from which I selected 100 participants, 50 males and 50 female young adults.
If they have any questions to ask from Akshita, they can proceed.
Electrothemia and internet addiction.
Yes, sir.
And you described the various features of internet.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So, is it?
Now I will call Ms. Prerna and Saima from Amity University, Kolkata. Their topic is interplay between psychology and fashion.
My name is Prerna Singh and I will be presenting my paper along with Saima Khatun on the topic interplay between psychology and fashion. We are both students of Amity University, Kolkata, and we have recently graduated with our bachelor's degree in applied psychology. Our research paper is a comprehensive literature review which will be emphasizing on the relevance of the subject psychology in the field of fashion and vice versa. Our paper will be explaining and outlining the themes of color psychology and how color affects our perception and various psychological factors such as personality, self-concept, cognition, and mood, and how they influence our sense of clothing and fashion. He spoke about the expressive aspects of clothing. According to William James, an individual will not take much time to come to a conclusive decision about whether he would want to be flawlessly attired and have a blemished body type, or be shabbily dressed and have a flawless body.
Because that we have taken into consideration is happiness is not in the genes by psychologist and Professor Ben C. Fletcher and Professor Karen Pine. And the second paper was the psychology behind your outfit. Wear your heart on your sleeve and your brain in your sweater by Lee Melby Clinton and Christine Tice Studman. Now, these papers studied is fashion affected by our moods. These papers showed that people are more likely to wear jeans and baggy clothes when they are depressed, and body-hugging dresses when they are happy and confident, because that makes them feel that it just makes them accept their body as they are. And they also studied the dress association with positive and negative positive and negative clothing. For example, a person is more likely to not wear an outfit that they have worn to a bad date or when something traumatic has happened to them.
Dimple from Amity University, Gurugram. Her topic is emotional intelligence and resilience in college students. You were audible.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dimple Mehta, MSc Clinical Psychology student at Amity University, Haryana. I firstly like to express my gratitude towards Zach's Foundation for giving me this opportunity and find a correlation between the two in terms of males and females, which the population was of 45 male and 45 female students using the scale, Shout's Emotional Intelligence Scale and Resilience Scale. Coming on the introduction part, emotional intelligence was firstly coined by Aristotle in 340 BC, where he tried to.
Miss Dimple ji, may I interrupt you, please?
Yes, sir.
Can you skip this introduction?
Search. Then the selection of the sample was done through a Google form using random sampling, where the Google form was circulated amongst undergraduate students of universities in the Delhi NCR. And there was no biasness towards gender, and preferences were given to both the genders. 45 male and 45 female candidates were, the sample was selected. There is a gender difference between resilience, yet no difference in emotional intelligence. So there are studies supporting my, there are literature supporting my study as well.
All Amity people, Amity is coming forward, and this two-day program made success by only Amity people. They are participating research-related activities. Go ahead. You are doing masters there.
Yes, sir.
Good. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your wonderful words. Now, as we come to the end, I would like to commit 2020 and the entire organizing team of Jack's Foundation extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all the dignities and guests of honor, eminent speakers for gracing their important work and sharing with us their findings and opinions today, and to all lovely participants and academicians present here. And also Dr. Roshan Lal Sir, NAP's president, for his enlightening words. Our today's speakers of plenary sessions, Ms.
Thanks, one and all, for your contributions. Thank you, please.
At the end, I would also like to inform all the speakers, delegates, and our participants that your e-certificates will be provided on your emails and hard copy will be sent to you within 1 to 2 weeks. We invite you all to be part of Jack's Foundation, and even for the event which Rakshan Lal Sir has just told you all, mentioned in the chat box. Newsletter and all other updates of our 2-day summit will be posted on social handles. You can see there. We all will meet sometime with the next summit very soon. Till the time, thank you all once again for participating enthusiastically in the event and making it a grand success. Take care and be safe.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Good. Good.